Hey guys! Haha, Trump won here, using a female voiceover just for shits and giggles. In this video, we'll be looking at the best perks for killing Jason in Friday the 13th, the game. Note that these are just my opinions, yours may differ. If you like the video, you know what to do. The first and most important perk is Sucker Punch. As I explained in my How to Kill Jason Without Screwing Up and Looking Stupid video, once the sweater has been used, whether Jason can be killed or not depends entirely on whether the very next hit results in a stun. If it does, Jason drops to his knees and all Tommy has to do is hit X. If it doesn't stun him, you've lost the kill. Legendary Sucker Punch adds a 25% bonus chance to stun Jason, almost guaranteeing Jason will drop every time. It's not just potential Tommies who need this perk. We've all had times where our intended sweater girl died first and ended up becoming Tommy. If you're going to be involved in killing Jason, you need Sucker Punch, regardless of what role you're going to play. Even if you're not aiming for Tommy or sweater girl, you should still have it just in case you die unexpectedly. Right behind Sucker Punch comes Medic. This perk allows for 2 uses from a single med spray, freeing up inventory space and potentially saving your ass if facing a weapon strength Jason like Part 3 or 4. It's also invaluable if you need to tank traps or find yourself in heavy combat with Jason. Legendary Tier Medic also gives an extra 10% bonus health restoration when using med spray, which doesn't sound like much, but can mean the difference between whether or not you need to heal again after the next hit. What makes Medic so important is, like Sucker Punch, it's a safety net if things go wrong. Running out of med spray is a nightmare when trying to kill Jason, and Medic is a very effective way to help make sure that doesn't happen. The third perk slot has a lot of options depending on your playstyle. I personally prefer Thick Skin, which reduces all damage and is great for surviving/happy Jasons, or as a fallback if you have to tank a trap without med spray. If you've been having trouble finding loot, Hypochondriac is another good option. This perk lets you start with a med spray, 2 med sprays if used in conjunction with Medic, and at Legendary Tier gives you a 20% bonus to health restoration. Swift Attacker increases your attack speed by up to 20% and is great for countering Jason when he tries to punish missed swings. Slugger lets you start the game with a baseball bat and adds up to a maximum of 15% damage output to melee weapons. Friendship increases attack damage by up to 5% for every nearby counselor, but isn't worth taking up a perk slot unless you have a full lobby. Thrasher increases damage dealt with axes by up to 25%. The drawback to this perk is that axes can be hard to find compared to other weapons. However, if you can manage to find one, there is no better non-Tommy counselor to give it to than Bugsy. On-screen is my preferred build for this counselor. Give him an axe with this build, and the mask will come off in seconds. Speaking of Tommy, if you're going for a speed kill, or otherwise find yourself in a situation where you need to die quickly, but are concerned about not contributing much damage to Jason's mask, consider Potent Ranger, which at Legendary Tier gives an extra 20% attack damage when playing as Tommy Jarvis. At the end of the day, it all comes down to what works best for you and your preferred role and playstyle. If you're more of a sweater girl than a Tommy, consider using Restful for improved stamina recharge, Marathon for increased overall stamina, or Spatial Awareness to reduce the chance of stumbling. If you're more of a repair counselor tasked with fixing broken generators, consider Tinker to speed up repairs, or Scout to escape traps faster. If your role is more general support, like running weapons to the shack or helping demask Jason, Lightfoot to reduce sprinting noise, Firecracker to start the game with, well, firecrackers, or Man-at-Arms for increased weapon durability may be right for you. Whatever role you play, have fun, happy hunting, and remember, rage quitting is for bitches. Thanks for watching.